Hey guys, what is up? I'm Max.
I'm Wenji,
and welcome back to Reacticorns. Americans are awesome.
Well, I'm an honorary American.
You are.
I am. All my American friends have accepted me into their kind.
Correct.
Because I have passed the test to be American.
Because you adopt accents like a chameleon.
I also understand more about the American culture.
Well, let's see if you understand their quirks today. Because we're gonna find out some things that Americans do that other countries get super confused at. All right, let's check it out. First one, air conditioning is on literally everywhere you go. In some hotel rooms, you can't even turn it off. Is that something you noticed?
Yep.
Is that something that confuses the rest of the world though? Like,
I don't
does
know.
that
I feel
truly
like it's
confuse?
a luxury, you know. I'm glad when I go to a room and it has air conditioning. If it's, you know, a particularly hot summer's day or very cold, I prefer to have air conditioning.
In Australia, I feel like most places have air conditioning too. Like, the time when I walk into a place without air conditioning, I'm kind of like, excuse me?
Well, we live...
Excuse me?
We live...
You dare make this royal blueness sweat in his skin? That ain't right.
Yeah, you don't want that. He gets super grumpy. In modern countries, air conditioning is quite common.
Correct. We do live a very privileged life. Whenever your drink drops below even the halfway point, the waiter will come and fill it right back up. Oh, really? I mean,
I guess my water gets filled a lot.
You just don't notice, like you're just talking and then your water just keeps like filling up automatically.
It's true. I think American waiters and waitresses are more attentive because their payment is determined on how great their service is.
Meanwhile, back home, we're trying to like flag someone down to give us a new drink and it's been empty for like hours. Is that how you flag people down? I think that's why they're not coming.
You can ignore a pink unicorn doing this in a store.
They're probably like weirded out. Thank you, pink unicorn, for flagging the waitress down. All right, in America, they use a single colored currency. This makes it difficult to tell apart at a glance, but especially difficult for those with impaired vision.
True.
Yes, I have noticed they use a single color bill and I quite dislike it.
Well, I am not as familiar with it because I like to use my credit card when I am in America.
Just swiping. Swiping left, swiping right.
Everything.
Swiping everywhere.
They accept credit card in most locations, and then also you can pay for a lot of things in the app. So when I Uber, like I just connect my credit card to Uber, don't need cash. It's great.
As long as you're swiping on your credit card and not swiping on Tinder. Otherwise, this blue unicorn, he's gonna read. In Australia, like look at these notes. Look how beautiful they look.
It is pretty, and it is covered in plastic so they don't tear as easily.
Yeah, and it makes it so much easier to identify. You go into your wallet, you look at your notes, you find out that you broke and you got no notes. In a lot of countries, to-go boxes aren't really a thing, particularly in Europe. But in America, tons of to-go boxes. You want something to go? Put it in a box. You want makeup to go? Put it in a box. Want a cat to go? Put it in a box.
I'm quite happy being in boxes.
The land of boxes, USA. Americans tend to smile at each other a lot, especially at strangers.
Well, I don't know many Americans that smile like that. That would be like strange.
Well, apparently in the store and in subways, Americans are friendlier than like other nationalities to strangers. Is that something that you've
100%
noticed?
super friendly. Because in Australia, I don't think we talk to strangers unless we're standing next to each other for a reason or like you're trying to make polite conversation. But if you're just walking past each other on the street, you wouldn't just like suddenly talk to someone, right?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's strange for us. But in America, like I'd just be walking past and they'd be like, nice hair. At first I was like, why are they talking to me?
Oh no, he's stalking me.
Yeah.
He's gonna follow me and kill me.
Walk right past. Like they're not there to start a conversation. They just want to compliment you. And after I was like, hey, that's pretty cool.
All right, in America, they call their Major League Baseball Cup the World Series, despite it just being them in Canada. Quite strange when
Maybe
you
they
think
aim
about
to
it.
expand to the rest of the world sometime.
Maybe they're so like confident that they're like, we are the world. You know, there's no one else in the world that would be better than us.
America is so big and there's so many states and they're all so different. Someone can spend like their whole life exploring America and never have to fly anywhere else.
Does not make them the world though.
The
You
world
have
to
to
them.
have an awfully big head like mine to call your competition the World Series when it doesn't involve the world.
Like I said, maybe they have plans to expand. They just never executed them.
They never did it. The US is one of the very few countries in the world that use the month, date, year format.
Yep.
Most other places use day, month, year.
Or year, month, day.
But like, dude,
Asian countries do more year, month, day.
I had to deal with a lot of American like date formatting, and oh my gosh, it confuses
anything
the bleep
before
out
the
of me.
12th is confusing. After the 12th, you're like, oh, okay, you can't have a 13th month.
It's just
so that's like the day.
confusing in general. Like, why? You got the year, which is the biggest. You should put the day and then the month. It's like it's getting bigger, right? But why do you have the month and then the day? It just doesn't make sense. Like, please change your system. It's confusing, this blue unicorn. I don't like it.
My birthday is not the 1st of September.
Correct.
Work out what my actual birthday is.
Americans refuse to discuss finances, especially in the workplace. It is seen as rude. But people discussing their salary is a good way to make sure everyone is paid fairly.
I'm not sure this is just an American thing. That happens in Australia too.
Yeah, I don't think many people discuss their finances just, hey, how much are you making? Oh, you're making $5,000 less than me. You just don't do it because it's very awkward afterward. The guy's like,
especially
"But
if
I
you're
do more
working in
than
the
you."
same company.
Yeah.
And you know how much work you each are doing.
It's actually not a good thing.
Yeah, money and politics are both very touchy subjects in general.
Americans will go into debt for a degree. Apparently, $25,000 to $50,000 per year to go to university. And then this either has to be paid upfront or take on as a student debt.
Yeah, student debt is a huge topic in America. We don't pay that much for university.
$25,000 to $50,000?
Yeah, that's like the whole cost, right? I don't know. Fees have gone up since my days. I never paid that much.
No, that's closer to like the whole course for us,
Yeah.
like many years.
Yeah, 3 years.
But they do it over just 1 year, so then by the time they finish university, they got like a $150,000 debt.
That is crazy.
That is crazy. The US has some of the lowest amount of paid vacation in the world. 1 in 4 Americans have no paid time off a year. 38% have 10 to 14 days. Compare that to most other countries, especially in Europe, having a minimum of at least 20 days off a year.
Yep. You know one thing that's the most common conversation when I tell Uber drivers I'm from Australia?
Oh, what's that?
You guys have a lot of holidays, vacations. Like, you guys get to have 4 weeks off. Like, I hear about these Australians talking about their like weeks off and
Yep.
they're like, whoa, that's crazy.
In other words, Australians are all seen as lazy.
You know, if you have 4 weeks off a year, every 3 months you get to take a week off. Every 3 months you're on vacation.
Dang, that sounds like a lot, to be honest. I mean, we don't have 4 weeks off.
I don't remember the last time we had a week off. Maybe for a few years.
Just goes to show unicorns
We're
work harder
American.
than everyone. Alright guys, that is it. Those are some weird things Americans do that confuse the rest of the world. If you guys are American, do you guys do any of these? If you guys aren't American, are they weird? Let us know.
Down below. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode. Bye guys. Love you.
Bye.